Hello friends, now let us take up the concept number 1, 5.1 CIO streams. Stream, in a general sense, we can understand a stream is a sequential flow of data. Sequential flow of data. C language uses streams for performing input or output operations. A stream is an abstract or a symbolic concept. As I told you already, it represents the paper boards flow in a stream, and ultimately they reach the destination. Here in these data streams, the characters flow like this. That we have to understand. That's why these are known as streams. Actually, these streams, the basic nature is they are unidirectional. That means they work in one direction, one way traffic. That's why for input separate streams are required. They are called input streams. For outputting, different streams are required, and those are called output streams. Output streams. So we cannot use same stream for input and output operation. That point you must remember. In this context, we have to know the meaning of stream more specifically in more detailed manner. In the context of C, you have to understand a stream is a sequence of characters, organized into lines, and ends with a new character. Actually, in C, stream is meant as a sequence of characters organized into lines, and each line is terminated with a new line character. Actually, standard C states that all C implementations must support a minimum 254 characters for each line. 254 characters including the terminating new line character. Once again, I repeat this concept because you have to understand that certain standards are created for developing C systems, C implementations. For this purpose, C standards state that any implementation, C implementation, must support for each line consist of a minimum of 254 characters including new line character. That point you have to understand. Because of that, any C implementation you take, it should support a minimum of 254 characters including new line character. That point you have to understand. Thereafter, as soon as we initiate a C program, automatically 3 standard streams are activated. 3 standard streams. The first stream is standard input stream, second one is standard output stream, and the third one is standard error stream. Error stream. There are other streams also in other contexts, I will tell you. Now, just I briefly introduce the 3 streams: standard input stream, standard output stream, and standard input stream. Standard input stream connects to standard input device. What is standard input device? Keyboard. So, it connected to standard input stream is connected to standard keyboard. Standard output stream is connected to monitor screen. It is the standard monitor screen is the standard output device. In the same manner, standard error stream is also connected to monitor screen. because where errors are displayed on the monitor screen. That's why first you have to understand that standard input streams are connected to standard input device keyboard. Okay, standard output stream is connected to standard output device monitor screen. And in the similar manner, standard error stream is also connected to standard output device monitor screen, because the error messages are displayed only on the monitor screen. And in this context, one more point I have to explain: redirection. The operating system allows these IO streams, IO means input as well as output, data to be redirected. Now already I told you these are connected to standard input devices, and if you want to redirect it to some other device, operating system provides us facilities. Okay, and thereafter, as far as C is concerned, C provides us several standard library functions. The main header file meant for this is stdio.h, that is standard input output.h. It provides around 50 standard library functions. So, for every context, in order to provide user friendliness and simplicity, they provide a rich set of functions through stdio.h. In every program, obviously, you must perform IO operations. That's why invariably for every C program, we include stdio.h. And in this context, one simple point I have to tell you, and here certain compilers, not every compiler, gives exemption for this, because in every C program you invariably use IO functions. For that purpose, you must include stdio.h. If you don't include stdio.h also, you get these functions. Then you may wonder. Why you wonder? Actually, these are C language is different, standard library functions are different. In standard library functions, stdio.h is there. Whenever it is included to your program, then all these functions are available. Your program can access these standard IO functions. But without inclusion, how you can get? You may get it out. Actually, some compilers, in order to provide simplicity and user friendliness to the users, they made part of these files into C language. C language. That's why sometimes if you don't include this also, then your program can avail or access these functions. But as a matter of point, I am explaining to you, don't do that. Already I told you, some compilers support it, some compilers do not support that. Why you should take a chance? Because why I am drawing your attention towards this, sometimes you may ignore this by mistake. Then also you can you are in a position to access IO functions. Then you can get a doubt. How I am able to, without including this, how could I access IO functions? That's why I am telling you, whatever exemptions are given and all that, in exemplary cases, if you ignore that by mistake, then you get the privilege, but don't take it as granted. Rules are meant for implementation, not for exemption. That point always you remember. Whatever rules and conventions are there, you strictly follow. Then only you will become a good programmer. So ultimately, one point I have to tell you, all these IO functions provide an interface. Interface means a link between the user and the terminals. What are the terminals? Terminal, this word very frequently used. terminals represent the keyboard and the monitor screen. That you have to understand.